Hello, this is Brandon with Woodbury IT, and in this video I will go over best practices in plotting. Keep in mind, all plotting jobs are custom jobs, so depending on your requirements, you will want to adjust accordingly. Also, prior to printing, you will want to make sure you have funded your Equitrack account, which will be in another video. First, regardless of what software you are using, you will export to a PDF with no layer information. This is also known as flat, and it means your file is no longer editable. That's fine, because if you want to make changes, you will do so in your original Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, or Rhino file. Each app is different, so in Illustrator you will uncheck the box that says Preserve Editable Regions. In Photoshop you will uncheck Create Acrobat Layers, and InDesign only exports visual layers by default, for example. Next, you will want to move these files to the lab computer you are on. That means moving them from your flash drive or external hard drive, or downloading them from your email or OneDrive. Finally, you will want to launch that file from Adobe Acrobat. This app works best with the printer drivers, and you will see more options available than you would in Apple Preview or Windows Photo Gallery, for example. Adobe requires you to log in with your Woodbury email and password. That's the same you use to log into the campus computer you're on. Printing charges are based on linear feet, vertically, and while you will pay the same, it is better to rotate your image to cut down on waste. The maximum width is 42 inches, but we recommend not bleeding it all the way to the edge. Black and white costs $2 per linear foot, while color is $8. Today we're using a student poster as an example. Briefly, I would like to talk about color shifting. When you're looking at an image on the screen, it is RGB, and when you print, it will be in CMYK. If you're working across different apps in different color spaces, there may be some shifting you do not notice until you print. The plotters are color calibrated, but most computer monitors are not. Plus, there can be a great deal of variability between monitors and even the location you are working in. For example, if you are working in a very bright location and you have the brightness turned high, your output upon printing might look slightly darker than you thought. It is best to work with a neutral gray background with a comfortable level of white light and any specific monitor setting selected for the best color reproduction. Once you choose Print, Control P, you will get the menu. Make sure you first select the plotter so you see all available options. We will first go to Properties to create the custom size. This file is natively 24 by 36, which is an ArcD template size, but you want to create a custom anyway just in case. A common problem I see is a student will build in Photoshop on a 24 by 36 canvas, but then export in a different size. You will only need this menu for the size. If you wish to print in black and white with a full set of inks, which you'll want to select in addition to the box on the front menu, you'll see here I like to choose Fit, because if there is a mistake anywhere else in the workflow, this has the highest degree of probability to still print correctly. However, if the metadata of the file is correct and Adobe sees it that way, you can choose actual size with no issues. Since we want Acrobat to use the custom size, we want to check the box for Choose Paper Source by PDF Page Size and use this custom size when needed. And double check the orientation here and in Page Setup. And that's it. It may sound like a lot, but 99% of plot jobs will go through correctly the first time by just following those steps. Of course, real problems can occur with the hardware occasionally, and some more complex jobs will have problems if there are layers or vectors remaining, but you can reach out to a lab tech or help desk during normal business hours to assist. Thanks for watching.